In this video, I will review a niche dating site called Emberlove. Emberlove is an international dating site. However, based on my use, the vast majority of the members on here are from Europe. So countries like Ukraine, Moldova, Latvia, Estonia, Romania, those Eastern Bloc countries. There are members on here from the US and Canada. You won't find many Asians on here, and you won't find many Latin American members either. So South American countries, you won't find a lot of it on here. There are great profiles overall. They do have good customer support. And overall, the website is easy to use and easy to navigate. So if you want to try something new, you want to try something different, and you want to meet someone internationally, Emberlove could be a great option for you. So with that said, let's just get right into it and go over all of the features about Emberlove. Here we are inside of my account. This is my profile, and this here is your main screen or your home page. I will go through all of the features in the upcoming section. Now, the first thing that you should do when you open up your free account is you should complete your profile. So let's walk through that quickly. Click on this icon right here, and it will bring you to this main screen. Click on Edit Profile. And a lot of this is self-explanatory, so I won't spend a lot of time on here. None of the information on here about me is true. I am just using this as a reference and reference only. So obviously put in your name and more information about yourself, your body type, relationship, your occupation, your English level, and any other languages that you may speak. Here's a section for traits and interests. So whatever traits pertains to you, just pick those. Any hobbies that you may have. So here's all of the features or options. What you are looking for. So what is your goal on the dating site? And they do have quite a few to pick from. Partner's age range. So narrow down the range that you are looking for. And then down here, some words about you. So down here, I always say this in every video that I do. Take the opportunity to write 3, 4, or even 5 short, concise sentences describing who you are, what you are about, and what is it that you really want from this dating site. This is a great opportunity to get more information about yourself, and the members always read this section. So don't leave this blank. Just fill it in 3 to 5 short, concise sentences describing a little bit more about yourself. And when you have completed every section, be sure to hit save. And the important thing is be sure you add a public photo. I suggest a good public photo that shows a good features, that shows a good picture of your face. And then you can add additional photos down here. I think you can add quite a bit, 10 to 15 photos. My suggestion is adding 5 good photos. So a photo of your face, a photo of your whole body, and then several more photos showing activities or things that you like to do, or some features that you want to show the prospective member. Down here, you can include private photos. So private photos are private, and members cannot see private photo directly. They can only see public photos. So that is pretty much your profile section. Fill it out as best as you can. Do not leave anything blank. Once again, this is good information that each member will look at and get a better sense of who you are. Let's go through all of the various features on here. This here is your main screen. So Finder is search, and you can search down here as well. Messages, so any messages or active chat that you have will show up in the message folder here, and it will display here on the left-hand side. It is also displayed on the right-hand side. As you can see, I have a whole bunch already. Mail, so any mail that you receive will show up in your mail folder. So you have an inbox and an outbox. Credits, I will talk about credits in detail later on, but you would go here to buy more credits. While you are in here, you can certainly browse as many profiles as you want. Any profiles that you like, you can certainly hit a like by hitting the star right here. And you can also go into a profile. You can do as many as you want. So that is one good thing about it. You can certainly hit a chat and you can just click on the profile number and it will bring up her information. As you can see here, this is Tatiana. She is from Ukraine. And they do give you quite a bit of information about the person. You can certainly hit a like. You can certainly favorite her. And then you have the option of sending a mail or a chat directly. You can certainly report the member if she is giving you problems for whatever reason. And then you also have the option of blocking the member. Down here are her public photos. So public photos, you can certainly look at those for free. And then members may have private photos. So private photos will be down here. And you will have to pay to look at private photos. And she will have to give you permission to do so. Back on your home screen, again, if you hit a star, that would be your favorite. And favorite would show up in your favorite folder. And then finally, you can certainly do a filter or a search if you want to narrow that down. Click on whether you are interested in a man or a woman, select the age range, and then you can put in the country. So for this, I just put in Ukrainian, and all these members are Ukrainian. And like I said, the vast majority on here will be a European, some US, and some from Canada. So if I were to select United States, it will pop up here, then show matches. So here is a tip right away. Even though I entered United States, if you look at the name on here, for example, Anastasia, I can tell you she's not from the US. So a lot of the women on here are putting themselves as being in the US, but they may actually not. So double check with the woman, ask her where she is from exactly. For some reason, they are putting that they are from the US, even though they are probably in another country, more specifically Ukraine. So just double check with the woman if she's actually from the US. Just a few more features that I should point out. On here, you have the option of adding this to your home screen. If you do, you will have to install that. Blocked and hidden. So any profiles that you have blocked will show up here. You can unblock it. Hidden chats. Any chats you have hidden will show up here. You can certainly unhide the chat. Settings. So this is your account settings. You can change your email and contact information. Mails and notification. So notification sound. So if you get a new message, it will make a sound. You can turn that on and off. And whether you want to receive emails from new members and notifications, turn that on and off. You can certainly log out when you are not active. Terms and privacy. So if you want to know everything about how the website works, where to find credits and pricing, you can find that here. Email us. So if you want to send them a message about questions or concern, certainly send them an email. And you can also click right down here for live customer support. And then you certainly have the option of giving them a call if email is not an option for you, or if you don't want to do the live chat, certainly give them a call. So essentially, that is it. That is all of the features about Emberlove. There's one more thing that I should point out. Good to know. So in every woman's profile, for example, I will just pick Larissa. She does have various items on here that you can send. So these are gifts, and they are fake gifts. So these are not real. These are virtual items that you can certainly send to the particular member. However, being that it is fake, she gets nothing tangible for it. It can cost you, or it will cost you real money. It's going to cost you real credits. As you can see on here, there are a lot of selections, and some of these are quite expensive. For example, if you want to spend 8,900 credits on a fake piano? Well, that's up to you. I don't advise it. 8,900 credit is probably 1,800 real dollars. So if you want to spend 1,800 real dollars on a fake piano, well, that is up to you. I certainly will not advise that. And then also you have the options of sending emojis. So these are typical emojis. So that costs you, I think, 5 credits. You have the options of sending the various stickers on here. That is 10 credits. And then you also have the option of sending a picture inside your chat. And every picture that you send is 10 credits. So they do give you a little bit of fun on here. And once again, everything that you do or everything that you send will definitely cost you money. So be mindful if you want to send an actual fake gift. Pick something small, something that isn't so expensive. But get it, you might want to do it as a nice gesture. But understand this, guys, it's still fake, but it costs you real money. So what can you do on here that is free? It doesn't cost money. Well, unfortunately, not a whole lot. You can certainly browse as many profiles as you want. You can read all about the members. That is free to do so. You can hit a like. That is free. You can read your messages or any messages that you may have. You can read it for free. You can read any mail that you receive for free. Essentially, that is it. That is the free options on here. Everything else is going to cost you money in the form of credits. So let's walk through the credit system and why you need it. Credits. Why do you need it? Well, simply, you need credits to have any meaningful interaction on this dating site. You need credits to chat. You can certainly read the chat, but you will need credits to respond. You will need credits to send any of these virtual gifts. And once again, this is a fake gift. She gets nothing tangible out of it. But you will certainly need credits to do that. You need credits to send any emojis. You need credits to do stickers. You need credits to send any media. You also need credits to look at any private photos. And then finally, you need credits to do mail. You can read your mail for free, but you will need credits to respond to the messages. So, how much do credits cost and what are the available packages? Well, let me show that to you. So, on here, they offer 3 different packages. The smallest one is for 160 credits, that would cost you $50. There is 1,000 credits for $200. And the smallest package on here is 50 credits for $20. So one thing I've noticed right away about Emberlove, they give you a lot more credits for the amount of money that you are spending. Many other dating sites, for example, for $200, you normally get 800 credits for even less. But however, on Emberlove, the cost of services is actually a lot more. And let me give you a breakdown of all of the features and how much credits are actually needed for each one of those features. To find out how much credits are needed for different features, you have to find it under terms and conditions. I already opened this up, so let me just show you that and we can walk through it. So paid features for members and pricing. So essentially, you need it for sending and receiving correspondence, doing instant messaging, sending virtual gifts and stickers, and viewing and sending personal pictures and videos. And here are the category for each one. Just to do a live chat, so instant chat, that is 2 credits per minute. Sending sticker is 10 credits per item. Sending a photo in a chat is 30 credits per item. Opening photos in a chat is 30 credits. Sending mail and reading mail is 20 credits each. Sending photo and opening photo in the mail is 30 credits each. This here is quite more expensive or is a lot more expensive than other dating sites that I have shown and already reviewed. Other dating site is 10, 15, and 20 credits at the most. On here is 30 credits or 20 credits in general. So maybe this is why you are getting more credits for the money that you are spending. Let's go through an example. Let's say you wanted to try Emberlove and you decided, well, I want to give it an honest try to see if I like it or not. So you decided to purchase the biggest package on here, and that is 1,000 credits for $200. Now, if you think 1,000 credits is a lot and it's going to last you a long time, well, it won't. And let me walk you through that. So let's say you are just chatting. You are new on here. You are engaged to a lot of conversation, and you are chatting. And remember, just chatting. You're not using anything else. So if you are only chatting and you have 1,000 credits to use, that chat will get you 8.3 hours of chat time. That's right. Because remember, it is 2 credits per minute. So 60 minutes, that is 120 credits. 1,000 divided into 120, it's 8.3 hours. So just sticking with chat and chat alone, you only get 8.3 hours of chat time. You can do that in 8 hours straight. You can do that in one day, 2 days, 1 week, however you want to break up 8.3 hours. But I promise you this, you're not going to utilize 8 hours in 1 month. You will not. You might not even utilize it in 1 week. More than likely, if you are new, you're meeting a lot of women in this case, you use 8.3 hours very quickly within several days. Next thing you know, you are out of credits. So let's take it a step further. On here, you will get a lot of mail and you will get a lot of pictures. Women love to send mail. They want you to read their mail and they want you to respond. Women also love to send messages. They certainly want you to read their messages and they want you to respond. And inside the mail, they certainly want you to send photos as well. They love to share photos. That is the way to attract you and get you to keep talking to them. Now, as a reminder, photos are 30 credits each. So that is to send, that is to open. So this transaction will cost you 60 credits each time. Mail is 20 credits each. So 20 credits to send and 20 credits to read after your free one. So this transaction costs you 40 credits. So they hit you coming and they hit you going. So if you add in photos and mail, that is going to chew away quickly at your 1,000 credits. Now remember, if you were to just chat and chat only, 1,000 credits gets you 8.3 hours of chat time. That's all you get. And when you start adding mail, photos, 60 credits, 40 credits at a time, your 1,000 credits, that could disappear within a couple of hours, easily within a couple of hours, especially if you are getting a lot of mail and you are getting a lot of messages and you are getting a lot of interest. So I promise you, your 1,000 credits, when you throw in chat, photos, and mail, your 1,000 credits will evaporate within 1 to 2 days. That is it. Your 1,000 credits for $200 will not last you 1 month. It won't even last you 1 week. I promise you that. It is most likely will last you 1 to 2 days. Next thing you know, you're out of credits. It's $200, and then you're asking yourself, "Do I keep buying credits?" Well, that is hard to stop, especially if you are getting a lot of messages and you are getting a lot of attention. I know I have seen this from many other members, and it is very difficult to just stop if you are starting to connect with someone. So keep that in mind, guys. 1,000 credits, $200. If you are using all of the photos and mail and chat, overall, it will not last you 8.3 hours. It will last you less than that, maybe a day or two if you are careful. But that is about it. So altogether, credit systems on here are expensive. The features on here cost you a lot of credits. So please be careful as to how you are utilizing your credits and monitor how much photos and mail that you are sending and certainly opening. And let me just mention this before I forget. Most of the women on here, or a lot of the women on here, use the dating site for free. So it is very similar to most of the dating sites I have reviewed. A lot of the women, most of the women uses the dating site for free. So on here, there is no way to tell if she's using the dating site for free. There is no free check mark or icon or flame or verification that is typical in other dating sites to let you know they are a free user. The only way that you can tell is you need to ask the member directly. Do it in a chat, do it in a mail, however you want to ask, if that is important to you. The good news here is anyone can become a free user. So if you want the detail and if you are interested in becoming a free user, just send the customer support a message and they will respond back to all of the details and criterias and walk you through the whole process. So if you want to know that detail, definitely contact customer support for that information. Here is the really important part or the most important section on here. So you should listen to this part all the way through. And that is, can members exchange personal information on here? Can members freely provide their email and or phone number? Well, the good news is yes, you can. Every member on here can provide your phone number and email to each other. The website will not block it. You can do it in a chat. You can do it in a mail. It doesn't matter. The website will not block this attempt. Many other dating sites that I have already reviewed, exchanging personal information like phone numbers and email is prohibited. They will do everything they can to prevent you from providing phone numbers and email. That is not the case on Emberlove. You are free to exchange your information. So that is one great aspect about this website. You can easily exchange phone numbers on here. So that is really good news. Now, I don't need to tell you if you are chatting with a woman, and especially if you're just meeting for the first time, she is not going to agree to give you her phone number. I mean, that is no different than meeting someone out in public, at a bar, wherever. Generally, you will not get her phone number until you have chatted with her for a while, build some chemistry, establish some kind of rapport and some trust. And when you have established some kind of connection, she is more likely to give you her phone number and or email. So just keep that in mind. Don't hit her up front. I want your phone number and I want your email and I want to get off of this dating site. Most likely that isn't going to go over too well. But long story short, Emberlove will not block or prevent the exchange of emails and phone numbers at all. And finally, recommendation. Would I suggest or recommend trying Emberlove? Well, I think the short answer is yes. It may be worth your while just to give it a try, especially if you want to try something different, something new, with some decent features, attractive members, and it is easy to exchange personal information. Emberlove, like I said, doesn't have a huge database of women on here, but if you are interested in European, the US, and Canada, it definitely has that covered. Other dating sites that I have reviewed, as you see here in my channel, all of these dating sites and also pretty much everyone else on the bottom has a huge profile database from North America, South America, Latin America, Asian, and also European. So they have much bigger database to utilize. But however, a lot of these dating sites, it is difficult to exchange personal information. So that is one great aspect about Emberlove. You can exchange personal information very easily. That right there is a selling feature for me. However, one drawback on here, other than the limited selections of women, it is also quite expensive. And I already went through the credits and pricing earlier. But other than that, It may be worth giving it a shot, like I said. If anything, try it for a month. Just be careful on how you are utilizing your credits because they are very expensive. But if you do establish a connection or a chemistry with someone on here, you can definitely ask her for her email and or phone number. So overall, it definitely wouldn't hurt just to give it a shot. So there you have it, a complete review of Emberlove. I have shown you all of the features. I went through the credit system. I showed you the pricing. I showed you how credits are used. And we walked through an example of how long credits will last. Now you have all of the information that you need if you want to try Emberlove for yourself. And while you are in my channel, be sure to check out these other dating site reviews as well. Every review that I do, I name my video according to the dating site I am reviewing. That way you know exactly what I am talking about. You don't need to guess. So there you have it. All of the features, all of the detail of Ember Love. I hope you learned a lot of good information. And once again, you have everything you need to know about Ember Love if you want to try it for yourself. If you have any questions or comments about this particular video or any other videos here in my channel, be sure to send me a message. I will definitely respond back to you. So, with that said, I wish you good luck and all the best on your dating journey. I will see you in the next one.